Alexa, let's get it. All right, fam. Good morning, afternoon, and evening. Today we are doing things a little differently today. Not that these videos are really going to change, but it's later in the day for me. I got a bicep workout. That means I did back this morning. Had a lot of client meetings, a lot of Zoom calls, out on the road today, flipped in time to get a haircut. So that's going to be one of the things that's different. Why? Because I'm feeling good today with the haircut, right? What do you guys think? Shout out Celeste at Ridgewood Man. It's Ridgewood, New Jersey, Ridgewood Man. But because I'm feeling good about the haircut, I don't want to put a hat on, so I'm going to wear the mic down here. I don't know what that tapping is going to sound like. I have no idea what's going to be going on there. But yeah, so download on the workout. The idea, again, isolation, very much like the tricep workout. It's going to be first and foremost, we want to isolate the bicep as much as possible. Want to be able to look at 4 motions. We are going to be supersetting on this one as well. We're going to be supersetting just calves. I don't have any real calf equipment here. So I actually use my own body weight. So my rep range has gone really high up as my weight has come down. So when I started my journey about a year or so ago, I was a little bit above 300. The last, about 304, 305. Again, the last 24 weeks, maybe it's 25 weeks now, I've gone down to, stood today at 266 pounds, so I'm excited about that. Again, my weight loss has been progressively slower as I've been putting on a little bit more muscle, a little bit more mass, as you might be seeing in some of the videos and some of the shorts that are out there. Definitely give me some love on those shorts, would really appreciate it. And obviously, if you're getting anything out of this content, like, subscribe, do all that fun shit. Would really love to see more and more people getting into watching a 40-plus-year-old beat the crap out of himself. So, you know, without doing some jackass stuff. With it being a little later, the other change was I did have my pre-workout meal, or what I like to call, post-workout meal, what I like to call lunch. The idea that the time between then and now really passed. So brought in, just chomped down a couple of rice cakes, legitimately 2. Caramel being my favorite flavor. I do have a sweet tooth. I'm not a white cheddar guy. I'm not I don't know, some of these other flavors. And plain is terrible. Really, just anybody who eats that, it's horrible. Yeah. Tell me your favorite flavor. I'd love to hear, you know, what you guys chomp down on, what brands. I mean, look, Quaker for me seems to be steady Eddie as it goes, and nice and fresh and crispy and very flavorful. But chomp down a couple of those. Big cup of coffee just to get myself moving. Again, today was back day, so it was a really big day. I am going to start recording in the gym. Just, you know, again, just kind of, you know, getting there, getting to the comfortability of what that looks like and bringing a camera in the gym. Shout out to everybody who does it, like the Sam Soleks of the world. It's fantastic. You know, and I see a couple of guys with tripods, so I don't really feel terrible about it. But all right, enough of this. Let's get to the workout, and then I'm going to sit in the sauna for about 30 minutes today. Had a higher, we ordered out last night, a little bit of a cheat meal. It was about 700-800 calories over my macros, mostly in carbs, but still was able to accomplish my protein goal significantly. I think we got 320 out of yesterday as far as grams of protein. So it was over on protein, over on carbs, a little too high on the fat. So I'm sitting in the sauna, dry out a little bit. Again, it's infrared, so want to be able to push some of the other crap that's probably in some of this food that we ate. Like I said, shit out of luck. Let's go get that workout in. Okay, so first things first, pulley, bicep curl, full range of motion followed by 5 pumps on top at least. Again, this is a warm-up, so want to be able to just really get as much blood flow as possible. And again, time under tension. way more than I told you guys. All right, so this is the challenge with being an extremely busy person with a real estate business. I didn't realize my phone went off. I got calls, text messages on a deal that we've got closing hopefully any day now. But at the end of the day, it shuts off my camera and does not record. I did do 3 sets additionally of warm-up. I actually did 4 sets of warm-up with the biceps and then did 4 sets of straight-footed or parallel-footed calf raises. I'm going to continue on with pigeon calf raises and duck calf raises. So that's the positioning of my feet. Right now we're going to get into, and again, look, this is trials and tribulations of being an adult, running a business and doing a few things. These videos are definitely going to be on a different tier for me. I did put my phone to airplane mode so I could hopefully get through this workout within 30 minutes, make all the calls back I need to. And also this is why it's later in the day, so it's getting closer and closer to end of business. It's actually a little past end of business, but I'm still continuing to get phone calls and whatnot. That's part of my business, part of the nature. Let's get right into alternating dumbbell curls and take it from there. Again, everything's going to be about focus and intensity. Ready for the next set. Hop over here. Pigeon. I'm just using this as support, by the way, not pushing myself. My rep range is extremely high on these. I said a lot of this before. You guys don't know that. Fast twitch muscles, like your calves, need much higher rep range, a little bit more abuse. They can take a lot of abuse in order to grow. The idea that my calves were used to having a 300 plus pound person walking on them to now being 267, well, they need more. When I started doing this a year or so ago, when I was like 305 or so, I was doing maybe 20 reps and it was burning. Now I can easily do 100, but I want to spread that out. 4 sets, 50 reps. Again, pigeon-toed. Move a little quicker because I got business to take care of, even outside of this business. I do a little twist on the top, by the way. What's nice about the bicep, you don't need crazy amounts of weight to really get a good pump. You really just need the isolation and concentration. Ooh. As soon as it starts to really burn, that's where I stop. I start burning around 25, 30, and then once it becomes like a struggle, it starts to get sloppy. That's when I quit. On my leg days, I tend to do calf raises, like seated calf raises and standing calf raises in the gym with some equipment. Again, I'm not buying that shit for my house. It takes up some space. It's important, it's imperative, but it takes up valuable space that frankly could be given to something else even more universal or versatile. Maybe a standing calf raise, like shoved up against one of the walls, would be nice. I love standing calf raises, or even donkey calf raises. Get some great pictures from back in the day in the 70s with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Platz and all those guys just doing, 70s, 80s, doing some crazy things on the donkey calf raise. Stacking up people on top and, plates on their backs and shit. It's great stretching the calf. So, continuing to work. I don't know if I explained this while I was off camera, but 4 exercises, 12 sets, fuck ton of reps. Warm up with the straight bar, pulley, alternating seated dumbbell curls, going to the hammer curls, and then some sort of prone motion at the end. I don't know if I use the bench at a 45, 60 degree angle, the curl bar over it, or just get my body into position, like a Phil Heath curl, I call them. Because look, anybody can say anything they want. That guy had some of the best arms in the game, if not the best arms in the game. And some of the tactics he used to get there was, again, not these crazy images that you guys may see on some of these sites, like 80-pound dumbbell curls and all the rest. Look, most of these guys don't do that shit. I've trained with a few pros from the early 2000s, mid 2000s, even some of the guys in the 90s. There's a few of them that are monsters in the gym and just want to lift heavy weights. The majority of them, they're lifting significantly heavy weight, don't get me wrong. It's crazy. But for them, you'd imagine it to be X times 2, but they're at X, and they want to concentrate, slow the motion down, and understand what their body's doing and have that mind-muscle connection. Somebody texted me that. Do you do mind-muscle connection? Yep. Yeah. This exercise is all about taking out the shoulder rotation, taking out the swing in the body, and just curling with the bicep. 3. Whoa, last ones were a little sloppy, but I think we got what we needed. Yeah. Didn't feel great. I'm gonna drop. I start feeling it in my forearm. That's when I know I got to give it up. Forearm's just going to take over. Wrists are going to curl more. Don't stop, won't stop. Won't stop, don't stop. I don't know. Ooh, I don't know if I get to even numbers and I stop, or I've gotten somewhere and I want to get to the even numbers. Fuck it. Going on to hammer curls. So these are going to be interesting for you guys. Show you some different ways I do hammers. Cross body. There's every now and again, not all the time, you'll see variations to my bicep workouts and all my workouts. Woo! Now I'm going to keep the weight there. And I'm going to start with those. I'll do my left arm first. Start with those. Drop the weight. Crank it up. And then finish here. This, much easier motion for me. I've been doing hammer curls for a long time. And I'm going to keep this alone. We're doing 3 sets of this, but as you can see, the rep range is severe, so going up to 4 or 5 sets on this seems a little ridiculous, and I think we're well into that pump. And again, gives me a shorter break. I'm not doing calves in between and talking to you guys as much. Let's go get them. I don't think I ever go the right direction on this to make it the shortest way, but whatever. These are a little more ego, I'll admit that. Go up to 60, 70 pounds doing those by themselves. I'm feeling it. Look, you could do crazy weights on shit if you don't care about your form. Even newbies. You want to impress people at the gym with your bench, get into an actual powerlifting bench pressing position. Shorten the gap between extension and your lower chest. Go to your lower chest instead of your mid chest. We are not in a powerlifting sport. It's bodybuilding. It's time under tension. Focus. So, again, I'm going to reverse that. I'm going to start the ego ones, finish with the concentration. And look, I am not going to deny your forearms. I'm going to be crazy pumped after this. Just some stabilization. And of course, contraction right at the top. Keep looking at it outside because wife's on her way home. I get excited. Like Gotham. I should start greeting her like Gotham. I lost count. I think that's one more. Whew. All right. Prone curls. Let's do those. That's okay. So, it's 2 exercises here as well, just for shits and giggles. Yeah, really lightweight. Nobody asked you. I don't know why that bench is. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, that's good. It's all about that concept. This is why it's light. Home gym. Duck calf raises. Oh, I just shouted that out. So, one of the things I mentioned when I was off camera was I like wearing flat sneakers when I do calves. So, got my Nike 77s on. Extra large check or big check or whatever the hell. Really cool. My buddy Sarth's wife was wearing them at his contest. And I was like, what are they called? I've seen them. I need to know what they're called so I can go get them. And I threw a few pairs because I like, in the summer, I like my white Chuck Taylors, my Jack Purcells. But in the winter, I wanted a high top and something that isn't like perfectly white, and these seem a little off-white. Maybe they're just really dirty at this point. I stock up and I buy 2, 3, 4 pairs. A few different reasons. One, if I have discount codes, coupons, whatever, might as well save a bunch of money, especially if Black Friday or Christmas or whatever, I'll do that. And then I always want to have inventory because I'm a size 13 sneaker. Evidently it's not crazy anymore to be a size 13, but it becomes more and more difficult to find inventory as they run out of lower production sizes like size 13. I hope the camera's picking up the concentration between inside and outside bicep while I do those. Also, I have no idea if I'm on camera. Fuck it. My calves are fucking on fire right now. Ow. When your hamstrings start to pull on your calf raises, I don't know if that's good or bad. Puppy dog. Where's my wife? It's late, so I'm gonna have a protein shake. Right after this, probably reduce the carbohydrates in the protein shake, so take out some of the fruit, so a little less flavor to it. Because I'm gonna go into dinner with the wife early, well, within a shorter timeline between now and dinner. And I really would like to get through a meal with her and enjoy it and not have to feel full because I need some additional carbohydrates in my protein shake. And yes, that's how light it is to start. And then it gets irritably heavy as I go. Oh, yeah, I knew I was in a bad position. Last set. I don't know if you guys noticed, inside first, outside second, outside first, inside second, but that's the trick. Fuck. God, that fucking burns. Now, once you start cramping the calf, that's when you call it quits. Your calves have been hit. I got legs 2 days from now. So tomorrow's chest day, triceps in the afternoon. And I'm out and about a lot tomorrow with clients. So I gotta pack meals and do all that. Take them on the road beyond even just snacks and stuff to get by. So full meal, rice cakes, protein shake, just so I have stuff on me. Well, still don't know if where lighting hits, where it's good, where it's bad down here. So if these videos do really well, and as I progress and get in better shape, if these videos do well, if you guys help me out here, I will install really cool lighting in my basement gym, and I will thank each and every one of you for that. Lighting has always been a priority for me, and the rest of the house is lit appropriately for the mood, but never to do any posing or, you know, look at my body. So my wife, who's an unbelievable woman, hunts with me once a week to go find the best lighting in the house, which happens to be in the closet, which I don't really want to take posing photos in my walk-in. It's a little weird. Oh, okay, right? I'm excited to see the separation of the bicep when I get leaner. I'm just seeing that. Done with this. Let me talk to you guys for a second. This is like the favorite spot in anyone's gym is the preacher curl. Bicep workouts change and vary a lot for me. Used to love training biceps, I still do. But depending on the time crunch and what I want to do here, this was a time crunch. So obviously I was compacting a lot in to one set. So very similar with the hammer curls, doing 2 variations of that right on the spot, and then doing the prone curls and doing 2 grips on that on the spot. And again, this is why, this is it. This is why I don't know anybody who doesn't like their preacher curl bench. You just go ahead and press your arms up onto it, and they look like they're 25, 26 inches as they flatten out across the bench. But yeah, this will make some cool snapshots for the Insta. So yeah, guys, again, I'm always moving, keeping my heart rate. It was interesting. I did a stress test yesterday at my cardiologist. And again, I talk about a team. Dr. Davies, he's in Clifton, New Jersey. I'll put his information somewhere, some point. I did tag them in my Instagram post. So go to my Instagram, follow that too. I got a lot of fun little shit there. But took him a while to get to the maximum heart rate. I think I was about a 10 incline and around 4.3, 4.4 miles an hour, trying to still walk up a hill. And at that point I should be in a run. But it finally hit the 154 heart rate or whatever was necessary. Because again, low and slow on cardio. I have not done cardio in a bit, and I'm using that as a favor to myself to get closer to the end date, that I can flip cardio in and do a half-hour session a day, or 2 half-hour sessions, or 2 20-minute sessions to help trim off excess fat that's just stubborn. If I start doing cardio now, especially while I'm in a caloric deficit and all the rest, my body will get used to that, and I don't want that. So again, my workouts are moving around a lot because I like to keep my heart rate in a certain area, so I'm burning fat as I'm going, but not in a cardio state. So guys, again, like, follow, subscribe. I'll get new lighting if that's the case. Until next time.